This is Nelson George from BlackAtlas.com. I'm with Kamal Ali. I was going to call Kamal Ben Ali.
That's right.
Jr.
That's right.
Of Ben's Chili Bowl here in D.C. A pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure to meet you, sir.
Now, this is obviously a story. Tell me a little bit the history of this establishment.
Well, Mom and Dad opened Ben's Chili Bowl August 22nd, 1958, in which was a booming U Street corridor for African Americans. Of course, remember that this was during a segregated time period, so Black Washington really congregated, shopped, nightlife on U Street, and when it was called Black Broadway.
So I know there was a time after the riots in '68, that period, where things were rough around here, and you guys stuck it out.
Yeah, Dr. King's assassination, there was rioting, looting, hundreds of fires in Washington, D.C., and U Street was like the first brick thrown at 14th and U, a block away from us. So this was it was a terrible time, time to survive and stick it out. We had Stokely Carmichael was right across the street at Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. Stokely's from Trinidad and my dad's from Trinidad, and they had a connection, and he said, you know, Stokely, what can we do to help? And Ben's Chili Bowl was one of the few places in the city allowed to stay open during those rioting time when there were curfews and closures to help to feed the rescue workers and the students to stop the violence.
Wow. Now, it seems obviously the area is on a big upswing. I can see that just walking around. How has the changing neighborhood, the changing demographics affected your stores?
It's been great. We pride ourselves on keeping our old customers and then adding our new customers. A bit of tourism, lots of condos in the area now with the real estate boom of the 5-10 years ago, and so it's just a very happening, hot street night spot. We have an entertainment district here. We have movie theaters. You have live theaters. You have lots of live music shows, and so Ben's Chili Bowl and Ben's Next Door right here in the middle of it all.
And you guys stay open fairly late, don't you?
Always have 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Friday and Saturdays till 4. Of course, Ben's Next Door till 3 when the liquor stops.
Now, I remember the president famously came here. Does he order chili from here regularly?
Well, he did make a great appearance. It was the first real appearance out in public when he came to Washington. So it was 10 days, the timing was great, 10 days before inauguration.
Wow.
And so he came out, it was a fabulous time. He was so cordial and just greeted everybody, cheers in the store, and just shook hands, kissed the babies, and took his time with every individual. But 10 days after that, we have these millions of people coming to Washington for inauguration, and the line was like 2 hours long in the cold.
So I saw a sign in there that says he can't eat for free.
Bill Cosby said so. He said he hasn't earned it yet. He said doesn't mind if Michelle and the family eats for free, but not him. Bill Cosby, of course, is our most famous and regular customer, and he's been great for us over the years, dating back to 1959, I think, when he first started coming to U Street when he was in the Navy and listening to jazz. He's a big jazz guy, and coming to U Street eating the half smokes. Of course, Camille is from Washington, so he's here regularly.
What would you say to people about coming to the U Street corridor and where D.C. is now?
Well, Ben's Chili Bowl is like the heart of D.C. in a lot of ways. It represents the history, it represents the crossover, it represents, the half smoke has been voted Washington's signature dish. Not a lot of family-owned ethnic types of places in Washington. Plus, we're open early, we're open late. We're going to have a visitor center upstairs from Cultural Tourism DC disseminating information, brochures about the area. So, you can get a great bite to eat. You can go to, again, shopping, in this mid-city district.
Okay, what is the signature dish that everyone has to have when they come to Ben's Chili Bowl?
Ben's famous chili half smoke is a smoked sausage, mixed pork and beef on a bun with the mustard onions and chili, the chili cheese fries, and a thick shake.
Woo! I'm passed out already. Hey man, a pleasure to interview you, and I had a great time eating here.
The pleasure's all mine. Thank you, Joe.